Giving the game away there, Stephen, you know. Get the sneezing out the way just now.
Hello and welcome on into this Monday's edition of Movie News here at MBE. We'd just like to thank you once again for joining us here on our YouTube channel and of course our Twitch stream. I'm one of your co-hosts, Stephen John McLaughlin, our co-host who is in a kind of golden brown outfit.
I've never got this fucking hoodie off.
John C. Walsh. How you doing, John?
I'm doing fantastic. You'd think I have one hoodie in my locker. I don't have a locker. It's a strange thing to say. In my cupboard, in my wardrobe. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah. I have multiple hoodies, but I like this one.
Yeah, well, John, I know it's early. It's very early in India just now, and the main topic of conversation. So we've probably mistimed this one, but if you're watching this in playback, we'd like to thank you, obviously, coming in and clicking on the thumbnail.
We'd like to thank everyone for coming in and watching my trailer reaction. We always appreciate it, Stephen. And look, we've had some comments saying, yeah, you're doing it for views. Yeah. Completely ignorant of the fact that we've watched over 30 Indian movies. A large chunk of them Thalapathy movies. We have done some extensive look into this guy's back catalogue, his career. We're firmly interested in him as a human being.
Yes.
So I took slight offence at that. But that aside,
John, I get that though.
Our videos watched, that's John, why we're on YouTube. So thank you so much to everyone.
I get the assumption though, to be honest, you know, and I think
there is channels out there. Yeah.
You know, if you actually go onto YouTube and go to the search, and you might want to do a vanity search on Movie Burner Entertainment. Yeah, we will come up with the ones that come up with under foreigners, and that, you know, that's a natural assumption. But I think if you actually check out our videos, you'll see that we do cover Thalapathy Vijay, Thalapathy, Syria.
Yeah,
the list goes on, John.
I take offence to that foreigner though. I'm 2% South Indian. I have Sri Lanka.
John, you're actually in a thumbnail for a mashup. You yourself, and you're whiter than white. and
I'm 2% Indian though. This is the key. There's people masquerading on YouTube as sort of Indian figures. Yeah. There's not a bit of Indian blood in them. I am 2% Indian. I have a great grandmother from Tamil Nadu, so I'll fucking get a right to watch this stuff.
You may have gathered.
Come at me, bitches.
We are talking about, of course, Thalapathy Vijay's Beast trailer, which dropped over the weekend, Saturday, I believe, John. A lot of people commented saying, you left it a little bit late, guys. Well, the thing is, we actually do work for a living. Unfortunately, this is not our jobs. We would love this to be a job, but we did it as soon as we could. And we knew that at the time we did it, India was waking up to a beautiful sunrise once again, and a beautiful trailer reaction from Movie Burner Entertainment.
I bet the sunrise is better than here.
I don't think it ever rises here, John.
Disappeared here again.
I think it hides under the hills. But
I had a week of sunshine.
We normally do long trailer reactions and analysis afterwards, and sometimes the trailer reaction lasts almost 15-20 minutes, and it can be off-putting for people who just want to come in and see the reaction. So we kept it succinct on Saturday, kept it to under 10 minutes, which is a record for us because we like to gab, and there was a lot to talk about in this trailer as well, John. So over the next 20-30 minutes or so, it could be longer. We might have some other topics we want to talk about.
They're in reserve in case we run out of time.
And if we do, then John's got a lot of stuff he can talk about in Tuesday's show. But it's Beast,
I've got a backup headline.
The trailer breakdown, and this is probably the best opportunity to sort of let the dust settle, and then we can talk about, maybe not scene by scene, John, but your initial reaction. Now, I've got to be honest, when I watch trailers, unless it's a big, massive Marvel thing or something like that, it's got a lot of information. Sometimes I need to watch it maybe 2 or 3 times. I generally don't watch a trailer again. I just watch it once, love it, and then I can't wait to see the film.
Yep.
I've watched this one 3 times now because it's such a great trailer. Don't know about yourself, John.
Stephen, I watched it again just for the Mini Cooper Sport. Same model as mine, not the same colour. Well, mine's is probably a little bit better.
So, as I said, you know, over the next
better colour.
20 or 30 minutes or so, we're going to just talk.
And we're going to do it through the medium of this, Stephen.
Yeah.
Pressing on. We can't play the video.
I
don't believe live streaming.
No, we can't do that.
If you watch the trailer through, even if you stop, you will get done. They will do you.
So
what we're going to do is we're going to essentially pick out scenes. Yeah. Press that and just pause. And of course, man, we'll give our thoughts on it, blow by blow, what we think of these different scenes. And of course, Stephen, this is clearly a Christmas setting, because we do have a Christmas tree there. We've got Santa Claus down there.
Yep.
It's a mall setting.
A few Santa Claus, yeah.
Yeah, but exactly. You
Who
have
are all
the
part
IMDb
of the,
up.
Yeah.
It says Shine, is it?
Shine Tom Jackal, yeah.
Tom Jackal. We know he's playing the villain in this movie, because we've covered this movie over the course of the last year, the actual production stuff going on, how COVID's impacted it. Thalapathy coming over from Atlanta with oxygen canisters, trying to help people out during obviously the rise of, I believe it was Delta. Sadly, later stages of last year, early stages of last year, I should say.
Now, John, this initial shot.
We know that. We know he's the villain, and he's in the mall.
You can see how these Santas are strategically placed, because they're all part of this hijack, if you like.
Yeah.
It's a great opening shot, though, isn't it? That wide shot of the mall gives you a kind of scope of.
You see everything, Stephen.
Yeah.
And the way I looked into that was, it was almost like we are the telepathic character. He's in hiding.
Yeah.
His eyes are everywhere.
He's
We've
scoping.
seen this.
Yeah, he's having a good look around.
What was the Harrison Ford movie where he was the bodyguard? Was he the bodyguard?
That was Kevin Costner, who was the bodyguard. Yeah.
The bodyguard.
Yeah.
And he eyes everywhere.
Yep.
These sort of soldier figures, they see everything.
That's it, yeah.
They check all the corners.
The lay of the land, yeah.
He's not actually in the shot, but just the shot of it. You're absolutely right, Stephen. There's men strategically placed around this mall. Something's about to go down. People are going. There's going to be casualties, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But you're getting that sort of wonderful wide shot.
Yeah.
High up in the heavens. Just brilliantly structured. The way they've created the shot. I'd love to know what the actual lenses they've used. I'm a connoisseur of actual cameras and stuff. But Stephen, again, you see the actual
exterior, yeah.
The mall there. And you actually says you thought the mall was quite small.
It's not when you look at it like that, John. I think it's one of the shots, it looks pretty, but it's probably a corner of the mall we're looking at that point. Yeah. But when you look at that building, that's absolutely stunning. We're
used to the Forge, obviously, the Forge in Glasgow. Which is not so tall, but it's certainly very long. So maybe we're doing it at the service. If you put those 3 levels over one, be every bit as big, they're condensing it. They're being smart with their sort of land usage.
Now, John,
Stephen, again, fucking great drone shot here.
It's a fantastic shot, John. It gives you an idea of the sort of area that they're sort of containing.
I tell you what, lovely architecture as well on those buildings. Very desirable, I presume.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Stephen, we'll move on to the next shot.
Yeah, I think we should, and again, it's another interior shot, John.
Free advertising.
Yeah, there's a lot of product placement.
Stephen, there's a Santa Claus
kicked off,
you mentioned. Strategically placed. They've got guns. They're now starting to take control of the situation. And at this point, I love the music, the whole vibe of this. It was very epic, this trailer, right from the get-go. You've got the feeling that there's some person missing from this so far. That's the title of Hero, Telepathy. Obviously, we don't know his character name at this stage. He's missing. Here, we have Bryan Cranston, as I called him.
Yeah.
This is Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. And Stephen, I find it quite funny because we've watched a lot of telepathy movies over the last year or so, and they do tend to pick a sort of shit-kicking white guy as a villain. Yeah. Some horrendous actor, by the way, and that's fine because his one purpose is to get his head kicked in.
We watched one, and I think it was Ruth that had pointed him out. It was actually a martial artist more than an actor.
That was Tupaki.
Yeah.
He's a big sort of martial arts fighter from the north of India. Yeah. He was cool. I liked that guy.
He was Indian, wasn't he? But he was.
He was Indian. Yeah. There was one where I think it was the Multi Corporations may have been Mercil. Where it was a sort of shit-kicking Englishman or something like that who played the multi-corporation.
Yeah, it was like kind of caricature, wasn't it, of an English villain?
But Stephen, fantastic here, man. The mask works brilliant. Very reminiscent, as I says, of Heisenberg. Anyone that's seen Breaking Bad will know what I'm talking about.
Do you think this is Shine Tom Jackal?
There's the eyes, John. I'd need to see a photograph of him. Stephen, they alluded to the fact that he was going to be the main mastermind behind this sort of mall hostage situation. Telepathy would be called in. This was as the scene was getting shot in Chennai, I believe. It says that he would be called in to sort the situation out, and it was going to be Shine Tom Jackal who was playing the villain. Now I'm looking at the eyes.
This looks like
certainly could be.
This is another actor, John. This is Ankur Vikal.
Ankur Vikal.
Now, if you look at those eyes,
let's have a look. It could be.
I think that's him.
Could be.
I don't know if that is Shine Tom Jackal. Maybe someone can help us out here.
And listen, man, the beauty of it is we actually don't know 100% if Shine Tom Jackal is going to be playing the villain. We're just taking it off of
India
Glitz and stuff like that. The Indian Times, they were speculating heavily that he was in to play the villain. He's also
I think
a big personality.
Vical, yeah. I think I might be wrong. It's just the eyes.
Am I right in saying we've got a comment here? Hello, how are you? Welcome in. Appreciate you being in here, man. Am I right in saying that Shine Tom Jacko is a big Telugu star? Or is that the next Thalapathy movie that we're talking about him collaborating with a big star from Telugu?
I'm not sure, John.
I think that may be the next one, actually. But I know he's well renowned. He's a big personality. And Stephen, it's something I've always says. I know we're going off on tangents, but tangents are good.
That's what we do, yeah. That's what we do here.
I've always says that the best Thalapathy movies that I have watched, look, he's a great personality. He always brings his A game. He's always a standout in the movie. You expect the performance. Doesn't matter the genre. It can breach into comedy.
Yeah.
It can be thriller action. He can do romantic stuff. He can do sad emotional stuff. But the very best movies always have compelling actors around about him. And in this one, Pooja Hedge, Shine Tom Jacko, you've got a couple other names in there. You've mentioned the guy
Yogi Babu, yeah.
Yogi Babu, obviously a big personality, comedic sort of twist. They always have it. Master, for me, what made it such a good movie was the presence of Vijay Sethupathi.
Fantastic, yeah.
And obviously Arjun Das was in there.
Yep.
You've got accomplished actors around about him.
Yeah.
Taking some of the load off of him so he can shine when he's on the screen. And he always shines, but if he's not having to carry the whole movie, it can be so much better performance. So I don't know who this is, because he's got a mask on, but it just looks like a compelling character, Stephen, and it's a lovely, lovely shot.
The fact that they focused on him for a good couple of seconds, John, I think it's given us an indication that this guy's going to be in this film quite a bit.
Unless he gets done in here.
I'd be very surprised.
And then, of course, we move on to the next scene, and it's this sort of high-stakes hostage situation. And you're seeing a mixed bag of people here, man. People of all creed, caste, ethnicity. But they're all sharing this one predicament. They are on the floor. They are very much at the whims of these guys here.
Yeah.
Now out of the Santa suits.
They've took it out in the dummies.
They've took it out in the mannequins, yes.
What was that all about?
And of course, we've seen Thalapathy doing a sort of takedown in front of this crowd, and for just a split moment, we'll get into it, I'm sure, as we go through this shot by shot.
It does get juicy.
It looked like a mannequin he was doing it on. It was like a demonstration in front of people, but no, it was one of these fucking terrorists he's taking down.
John, that's what we'll talk about as well when we get to that point. The sort of violence levels in a trailer, which
pretty high.
I don't think we're that used to in the West to see in a trailer. Normally in the film you'll get it, but when they're doing a promotion of a movie, you don't really get a lot of blood and gore in it for some reason. But
got a couple of comments again. I am from India. Glad you liked the Beast trailer. Well, we did. We loved Thalapathy here, man. It was a great trailer. It really did get us anticipating this movie. If we weren't already, another one, dude, it's midnight free in India. Nobody will be awake. No use of live, bro. The beauty is we're live. It's live for us. It keeps us sharp. We like to do live because if you make a mistake,
and you're talking to us,
you're
live,
talking to us,
so that's live. A bonus for us.
If there's someone out there that want to come in and speak, Brucey bonus. If not, it keeps us on edge. We're sharp. We can't really make a mistake or we look like a complete fool. So we like to do it live anyway. There's always the ability to go and watch it afterwards if people are interested and want to come in and see it after the fact. The live show will be there. It'll be like an upload afterwards.
Yeah, that's it,
So we just like to do it live. Yeah. That's the way we're all.
Horses for courses.
And I stay up late as fuck, so you should all be doing it as well. I don't go to my bed till 4 a.m. It's the way to live. If you've got a job that enables it, which I have.
I don't, unfortunately. So
Stephen doesn't. Stephen never used to stay up that late anyway. I think you were at 2 a.m, weren't you, back in your heyday?
Call of Duty days, yeah.
2, 3 a.m.
Yeah, that was me.
That was late for me back then. I'm a changed man though. But Stephen, again, just the way they're framing the shots in this trailer, it's just so interesting. You've got this perfect wide shot here of these two guys patrolling all of these poor folks sitting on the floor.
Who were just in for some Maybelline, but
Revlon, have to listen.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying Revlon's a sort of beauty product place?
Yeah, they do creams and stuff like that for men as well.
Yes, they do. I've used them.
But
I have used them.
They don't pay us, so we're not talking about them.
But staying here, you're missing one man.
Yeah.
It's the best boy. And this is also the government, or at least a regional government meeting, try to get intel on the situation and get the best people to this mall to try and obviously recover it and avoid as many deaths and mishaps as possible. But really at this point, Stephen, in the trailer, what I was wanting was Thalapathy. We'd set down the marker of the villain, also we've seen that with the Lokesh kind of garage sort of style in Master. He gave us 15 minutes with Bhavani.
Yeah.
Vijay Sethupathi before we even seen JD. And he's sort of drunk and stupid on the bus or in the car, and then it leads us to that chase. That's a technique I like. You settle with the villain and then you give the hero his sort of big heroic introduction.
John, these scenes are important as well because it's all very well looking at action sequences and everything kicking off. Not everything looks lovely and sexy and all that, but you really need to know the plot. But you don't want to know too much about it. Obviously, that it ruins it for you. You don't want spoilers or anything like that. You know what? Even the synopsis in IMDb just says the film's story deals with gold trafficking. That's it.
Yeah.
So we're not really getting a great deal of exposition, I don't think, in the trailer. But I don't think you need that for this type of genre. It is predominantly action thriller.
Yeah.
So I think these scenes are key, though, John. It gives you a reason why they're carrying out what they're doing, and it gives you a reason why they're having to bring in their best man to sort the situation out.
It's a high-stakes situation. You're having to get these people involved.
Love that flag as well, John.
Flag's great. I was looking at the flag and thinking, I just love the colours. I love the blue. The shade of blue is almost like Dublin blue. If you know what I'm talking about, Steve. And there was a Centenary Island kit came out, and it was that shade of blue. So lovely shades. I can't read your name sadly from here. Maybe I can. Shubuyeti Sam. Eyesight isn't the best from about 5-6 feet away with small print, which that is sadly. Have to address it. When would you guys be visiting India? Listen, I'd love to visit India, man.
Anytime.
It's just try to fit in to my life. I would love to go to India. As I says, I don't know if you were in at the start, but I am actually 2% Indian. You wouldn't believe it looking at me.
John,
I'm fucking whiter than Casper.
Apart from that, we love the culture. We love the music. We love the food. We love the people. We love the passion you have for movies and film in general.
And I've got a good friend who's currently in Saudi Arabia. I'd love him to take me to Hyderabad and show me the Pani Puri and stuff like that. I'd love to go. I've got ancestry to Tamil Nadu.
John, so here's a man here who's in the cast who we've kind of ignored, and I have noticed he is in the trailer. It's your man who's the director of Pudapatai. And I can never say his name. I had to rely on you saying his name.
Yeah, Selvaragvan.
Yeah, it's a tough one, yeah.
Selvaragvan.
Yeah, from Tamil Nadu.
Pudapatai, that was Danush, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, great movie.
It starts off in the sort of cell, delirious, and then they tell a story. That was fantastic. Yeah. And it's got that mustachioed guy in it who I really enjoy.
Yeah.
He was sort of thought he'd betrayed him. Yep. And then it turned out he was actually on his side.
That's right, yeah.
He's a great actor.
Was that the guy that came in on the boat? He was down at the docks? I think it was, yeah.
He's a great, there's something about that guy. He's got a cool demeanour.
John, I need to go back and watch that. I love that film.
Pudapatai was brilliant, man. It was.
Really
Danush is fantastic as well. Stephen, this is obviously the sort of guy, the head police figure who employs, well, he doesn't employ Thalapathy's character. Thalapathy's character's already in there. Maybe him, that is him.
Yeah.
He basically just says, look, we've got our best guy in there already, our best boy, and it cuts to Thalapathy. So really, I'm just, at this stage, I don't even want to look at this guy. He's cool, he's a lovely bit of back and forth, the dialogue's there, we'll even bring it up, fuck it. Couldn't get an older building than this, looks like it will crash if I sneeze. Just the back and forth, the dialogue's, it's punchy, it's interesting. They told me it's an operation, sir, but it's this bit up here, they told you, and I can't even get to the bit where it says we've got our best boy in there.
John, that mask looks really natural there.
It does look natural,
the way it just blends in.
It does look natural. It really does look like Bryan Cranston's playing the villain in this. And you talk about upping the stakes. If we could get Bryan Cranston in this movie, my fucking God, it would be tremendous. But Stephen, as I says, man, you're like nearly a minute in this trailer, and it's all the villains.
Yeah.
It's all their point of view. It's the police trying to remedy it.
That sort of mirrors in the pattern of any action movie anyway. Your sort of main protagonist will not come into it to probably about 30-40 minutes into the film anyway. You need that sort of build up, establishing the situation, and you need to get your sort of emotions running as well. Like, I hate these guys. They were pushing people about, these civilians, just ordering them about, pointing guns in their faces, slapping them about, hitting them over the head with the guns, etc. And it really winds you up, and this is when you need the hero to step in at the right moment.
That's what made The Master so compelling for me. Bhavani, we actually seen a guy who was in a terrible situation. He'd been sent to this juvenile centre. He showed great ingenuity, great desire to rise out of that situation and become a better person. We actually seen the human side of this character before he became a monster. And I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
Tupaki in movies like that, you've got out and out sort of villains
John,
who
that's
don't
a
give
good
a
point
shit.
you make.
They're just blowing people up.
In terms of the antagonist in this film, I am hoping for a well-rounded one who has his reasons. I don't want, as you said, John, the sort of two-dimensional cardboard cutout villain. My initial reactions and thoughts are that might is that might be what we're getting, just from obviously this portrayal. I hope it's not, though. I hope there's going to be some kind of twist in this. I think that may be the reason he wears a mask. Who knows?
Yeah, Stephen, look, it just depends on the movie.
Yeah.
Depends on the genre, what you're going for. Ultimately, if it's a more action thriller, sometimes, unless you've got a sort of overarching clandestine operation like we see in the Christopher McQuarrie Mission Impossible movies, you don't really need a hugely compelling, well thought out villain. It just has to be, these are the bad guys, we need a hero to go and take them down.
Yeah.
And that's what Thalapathy shines.
But I think that's what made Master such a great film, though. I think,
it was multi-layered.
Yeah, the character, Thalapathy's character, we got the sort of...
it was the punching as well, Stephen.
Yeah.
He had venom to his punches. So when we
there was reason for his the way he was, and I think it makes a more compelling villain.
It does. And then when you get to the end and they clash, it's a real Clash of the Titans moment. You've got Thalapathy sort of dancing in the ring, punches him, and the music and everything, it just builds and builds and builds. I think it was it Cootie Story or was it Vaffy Coming? A take on that with the little guys playing it.
Yeah.
The kids they saved, Arjun Das's character, I think it was called Arjun, to be fair. But Stephen, man, this is the moment where they're saying, look, even in this dark situation, there's some good news. We've got our best boy, as I says. And this is the man himself. I didn't even have to see his face at this point. You see the knife going through.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking Thalapathy.
Yeah.
This is the man here. One of our boys was accidentally inside the malls here on this hijack. Stephen, what does that give you vibes of?
John McClane.
The
wrong guy in the wrong place at the wrong time.
At the wrong time. Well, all of those things were wrong because he was the right guy
in
the right place at the right time. He was the man to deal with the situation.
From a certain point of view.
Yeah. I mean, they've struck the wrong mall.
Yeah.
This guy is here. Look at the fuck. Just get back. Just look at the level of tailoring going on in the suit.
The crispness of that white.
The crispness, starchy
cuff,
white sort of cuffed sleeve of the shirt. The jacket is just perfect. Just immaculate in this trailer. Thalapathy. Throughout.
Yeah. We get to see him in obviously the full attire later on, but...
We do. There's the eye.
The eye.
Find the
iconic,
eye.
Yeah.
And it just, Stephen, there's just something about the guy. He exudes charisma and presence. As I says, we've watched him in multiple different movies. He was a sort of baby-faced heartthrob in the 90s.
Yeah.
He transitioned the early 2000s.
We saw that, John. We saw that, the movie that changed him from being, romantic actor to action hero. Yeah. And
he obviously made that transition, and he's just built a lovely foundation, and now he's an out-and-out sort of action star, alongside the likes of Tyler Rajiv and guys like that who have been more...
Rajinikanth,
he's another tier for me, Stephen. There's something about that guy.
In terms of charisma.
In terms of charisma. I don't know what it is about Rajinikanth.
There's not many up on that level as Rajinikanth, John. You're absolutely right. You
just get that.
Peta was the first movie we saw him in, wasn't it?
Peta, then Thalapathy,
Vijay Thalapathy was in that, wasn't he, in Peta, That was a fantastic movie. Another great movie that Ruth introduced us to. And you're absolutely right, but you can see, the likes of Thalapathy Vijay's inspiration, who he looks up to, and the likes of Rajinikanth, and passing that baton on. Yeah, exactly.
I imagine Mahanla as well.
Oh, definitely,
sort of the big figures, the Titanic figures from the slightly older generation. Thalapathy's knocking on 50 now, he's in his late 40s. He came up with the likes of Tyler Rajiv.
That's it, yeah.
There's a couple other ones in there, but also there's generational stuff going on here. Danush is in my generation, Surya kind of my generation, then you've got Thalapathy, he's kind of your generation, Stephen.
Yeah.
And that's what's been the most interesting thing for me, exploring the Indian sort of cinema, Southern Indian primarily. The different generations going back and watching their movies, watching what they were doing 30, 40 years ago. I'm talking here, man. Thalapathy was 1993. It's been very interesting, the journey we've went on. Do you know about Bengali cinema? Probably not. We'll be focusing on... It depends. What is the region? Can you tell me? I presume when you say Bengali, is that sort of eastern coast, southern? Because as I says, I've got a good friend from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh. Sadly, his father passed away good bit back now, and he went back home and took him to the Bay of Bengal.
Yep.
I know it was on the east coast, facing out, I think, onto... Not the Indian Ocean, is it?
All I can say is, like
so
most people,
Telugu,
that come into the comment section and our community tab as well, is, just drop in a paragraph or two, educate us. Yeah. We really do appreciate it. I think we read all our comments anyway and respond to every one of them. You know, so if you want to just drop a comment in the community tab or even in the live chat, it's appreciated. You know, we are here to be educated in Indian cinema. You know, and we have came a long way in 2 years since.
And it's Ruth. We've got a lot to thank for.
Yeah, definitely.
She came in. She really did guide us into some of the more obscure numbers from these actors, just to give us the full picture.
Yeah.
You don't just want to watch every big, massive mainstream hit they've done, because that's what every channel does. We went off, we've done some more interesting choices, and she had the knowledge.
Oh, that's that, something that we wouldn't have done, we wouldn't have been confident enough to do without her.
Don't get me wrong, Stephen, there's some brilliant big blockbuster Northern Indian stuff we've watched as well. It's a Free Idiots with Amir Khan.
Amazing film.
Dangal.
Amazing.
First musical kind of Indian experience we've seen was obviously probably Padmavat. KGF Chapter 1 to an extent has that. All Indian cinema has that to some level.
We saw a couple of horror films over the Halloween period as well, which were very enjoyable. Different to anything we've seen in the West, Tumbad was fantastic. John, I was thinking about that the other day, actually, how haunting and you know, warped it was.
I almost felt for the demon at parts in that movie, because they were tortured, down. And obviously bullying the demon. It's like, who's worse, this demon or not? But there you go, you get this shot, man. He's down there. We're coming up for a can of whoop-ass getting opened. Also, we get that great sequence in this trailer where he's taking down 4 or 5 people. He's running along walls. And look, it is, we'll get to it when we get there, but just again, you speak about framing. The way it's lit is a single light in the whole shot. It's
a silhouette mostly.
It shows you this guy, man. This guy's tough as nails.
Is that a machete?
It is a machete, it looks like it. But it's almost like he's been mined out of granite. He's down in the shadows, he's comfortable there. So if he's comfortable in that scenario, put him in a nice shiny, brightly lit
in the darkness.
That's what it's like. It's like Bane. You take this guy into the actual modern world though, Stephen. People are soft as shit. He will excel. He will fucking break them.
John, that next shot you're about to go to is fantastic. It was the way that the camera moved in. I know we can't do that. We can't obviously
sadly not
show it in the video, but it was just a great shot with the obviously holding the gun up. And again, you're not seeing the full face. You don't get. I don't think we get to see. I might be wrong, and I know we'll get there. I don't get to see a full frontal of Thalapathy Vijay until we see him fully in the suit. Because we're seeing half his face.
You're seeing half his face. You can kind of see it there.
I mean, we know it's him. But it's just the way it's obviously constructed.
It's the monologue again, Stephen. The monologuing of these trailers is always on point. One of the best and the most notorious spies we ever had in the year. He's almost like a McLaughlin meets Ethan Hawke. Is that right? Not Ethan Hawke. Ethan, whatever his name is anyway. You know what I'm talking about, a guy from Mission Impossible. I think it's Ethan, isn't it?
It is, it's Ethan. I'll look that up because it's going to do my head in.
It's like a mixture of those two.
We were actually comparing. It's mental, when we were doing the trailer reaction, we were very brief in terms of what we're comparing it to. Ethan Hunt. And
Bengali cinema is the regional cinema of West Bengal, where I am from. Yes, it's in the eastern part of India, just adjacent to Bangladesh. If you maybe comment down below some of the bigger stars, we've not watched a huge amount outside of the north and Tamil Nadu stuff, the Tamil stuff primarily. We've watched Telugu cinema, I believe, don't want to put my foot in it, but I believe SS Rajamouli Bahubali, Prabhas is Telugu, he's a Telugu actor. So we watched that, we watched the conclusion, the beginning, obviously done that back from front. We've watched a couple of their stuff.
We'll be seeing Triple R very shortly as well.
We need to watch it. We've had someone asking us when we were reviewing. We'll get round to it. Stephen has been unwell over the course of the last week. He had some strange sort of bug afflicting him. He thought it may be COVID, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't, thankfully.
But he's barely ate a thing.
Drinking plenty of water.
Emaciated. He's like something out of a fucking hunger striker movie. Like
The Crow, which we may talk about about it, because I think we're actually doing quite well.
Stephen, it's better to dedicate it to this anyway. This is the sort of main shot.
This is a shot, John. It's just an amazing shot. Again, you're not seeing the face.
You're not seeing the face.
We know who it is.
We do know who it is, because you just need to look at the hair.
And again, I think it's showing you very subtly, John, the man's got skill. And weaponry as well.
Strewn across the ground.
Not just machetes, but obviously machine guns as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course we do. And look, Stephen, you talk about technical prowess in a movie. The sort of subtlety of focusing on your sort of protagonist. The gun's out of focus in the foreground. The rear background out of focus. Perfectly nailing the sort of focusing on Thalapathy's face. He's the only thing in focus in that entire shot there. And this is a moving shot. So it's very, very impressive, the technical stuff. And Stephen, as we keep saying, we went back and watched this guy's very first sort of action movie, Tira Malai, I can't remember how you pronounce it. Stephen, we admitted we weren't going to judge it on the technical stuff because it was a different time for Tamil and Southern Indian cinema.
Yeah.
They weren't getting the budget, they weren't getting the funding, it was going to the north of India. But the technical stuff back then, the sort of the visuals and stuff, a lot inferior, a lot more inferior to what we're getting.
I think as well, John, you've got to commend Ruth for that. You know, she did pre-warn us in terms of production value in those early films.
Story was
specifically Thalapathy Vijay films from the early to mid 90s were very low budget, and as you said, you know, they didn't have the choreography in place or the
I mean, it was quick paced, but it was more like the technical camera work.
We were there for the storytelling, you know, obviously, and see the development of this actor as well that we've really invested ourselves in over the last 2 years. But yeah, it's great.
Wondrous technical stuff going
Fantastic.
On there. And then of course you move, this is the moment
John, that's like a Neo moment from the Matrix. You know,
he's running across the wall.
Yep.
And look, you can see it may be a bit far-fetched. I don't know, man. Momentum was a funny thing.
John, there was something that Collider said on their article. You probably read it
as
well.
Yeah,
in terms of saying it was a bit animated and a bit, what was it, over the top. And I was like, I think that's a little unfair, considering, you know, Collider are based in the US and the amount of action films that come out there that are, I would say, that are a little bit more unbelievable than what we're seeing in this trailer.
Well, in fairness to the person who penned the actual article, I think they actually are of Indian descent, so they're also a huge fan of cinema. And they're just saying
it was more a sort of pandering, though, you know, in terms of to the West audience, you know.
Yeah, they say it's typical over-the-top fashion action from Thalapathy. He takes an axe and eliminates multiple men. But Stephen, that's fine. We've watched it before. We've got movies like this over here, Hobbs and Shaw. Any Dwayne Johnson kind of movie, where he is a larger-than-life action hero. Ethan Hunt, you says it. John McLean. These guys are swinging off of fucking buildings 1,000 feet up in the air, taking out men. He's supposed to be a larger-than-life character. He's an action hero. It'd be boring if he couldn't do these things, if he was just sitting in a corner watching the room like a hawk and taking people out tactically. It would take fucking 10 hours to tell a story. If you've got a guy who can run across walls, he can take people out with axes, he's shooting them left, right and centre, that makes it a more compelling, a more exhilarating watch, especially within an action thriller genre. Steve, it was an incredible moment, man. He's running across, he's taking out multiple people. My one regret is we can't play the footage because it's almost it's butchering it here. Yeah, because it's such a slick moment in the trailer.
Come in to watch this, John, have already watched the trailer anyway, so they get the gist of it. It's a fantastic sequence.
The way he's walking away as well, the posture just perfect. He exudes that action hero.
Yeah.
Sort of persona now. You wouldn't think this guy started in romance.
No.
Never in a million years would you think it. He looks as though he's been born to do this, and in a way he has been born to do it.
This looks like a kind of camp, John.
It does, yeah. This is also a training camp. This may be where the sort of. Do you see it was gold? The sort of gold trafficking or something. Yeah. Maybe this is sort of the organisation that's in charge of that. Clearly not.
Could be a training camp,
not a military camp where like your Thalapathy Vijay's character
looks like it's getting attacked though.
Yeah, it's getting absolutely destroyed, But Stephen, it's in the midst of this scene. You've got this guy.
This is the silhouette scene we're getting back to, John, because he's back with the machete.
Yeah.
And he's back in the cave,
He obviously comes round him, doesn't he? And takes him out, and it's tremendous. Look at that. I'll just keep fucking freeze framing.
Yeah, that's a good way of getting around it.
Look at that, man. Look
it's
at
like
the
stop
way.
motion.
But Stephen, you can look at that, you can see it's over the top, yada, yada, yada. Facts are, he still has to have the physicality to carry that off.
Remember, this guy's hitting 50.
47.
Yeah, he's hitting 50 in a couple of years.
47 years of age, and he's jumping around like this. Huge amount of energy. He can dance forever. This guy's energy, his exuberance, his happiness.
Yeah. John,
his sort of persona, it rubs off on other people.
Now that's
man.
the first minute of the trailer, and as you can see, a lot happening in that, and we've probably been on for the last 20 minutes talking about just the first minute. The next minute, we're now getting into sort of up in the ante in terms of visual effects and in action in terms of fighter jets. Yeah. Which I didn't expect. I didn't think we were going to get anything like that in this film. I thought it was going to be very more central grounded to, you know, the situation in the mall and stuff like that. We do know that they flitted about in different countries.
Yeah, but in America there was talk of Russia, I think.
But there was a lot of, they filmed a lot to double up as other places as well, because of the pandemic they couldn't shoot in certain areas and stuff like that. But I was very surprised to see this next sequence.
Yeah, Stephen, we've got another comment. It could suggest a trailer, and you could react to it live right now or in a video later on. We'd have to do it later on. We can't react live, sadly. Just copywriting. They would do us.
Yeah, they'll give us a
strike. It's a strange
for that,
thing. I don't know if it's UK centric, but we just can't.
I think it's worldwide, John.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, because obviously Collider back in the day,
they get a strike.
They get striked.
Yeah.
Not even claimed. No, shutting the actual video down. They will try to. And if you get one strike, you can't live stream, I think.
Yeah, for a while, yeah.
So we'll certainly pop it in the comments, man. We'll have a look at it and we'll probably fire out a reaction at some point.
Yes, please.
Certainly if it's from another region we're not aware of, man. We're always interested in learning. But Stephen, you're right, man. The fighter jet sequence, don't know if it's him flying it at this moment. I remember the reaction. I says, that's not him, is it? Is this maybe them calling in the military because of the gravity of the situation? But Stephen, I think again this is going to be an interesting journey with this character. I think we will really explore his history of how he's got to where he is, where he can do the kind of stuff he's doing in this movie. And it may be, I don't think he'll be flying fighter jets real time in this to deal with this threat. This may be a flashback to what he's capable of.
Never thought of that, John.
Maybe wrong. I may be wrong, man. You never know. I may be wrong. I've been wrong before. But again, CG, Stephen.
That sequence there, John, was amazing with the fighter jet going right across the water.
Yeah. Gave me vibes of Force Awakens.
With
the X-Wings.
Yeah.
Stephen, look, some of the best CGI artists in the planet are in India.
Yep.
I obviously have After Effects and programs like this. I learn a lot from these guys, man. They know their shit. They're the cream of the crop. And I speak
Rise
about
to the top, and never eat a pig because a pig is a cop.
Yeah. Speak about a good friend, Praveen, man. He knew his shit as well. Yeah. So, look, man, some of the best CGI guys are over there. So it shouldn't be a surprise when you watch these trailers and you see this visual effects going on in the trailer. It's absolute top tier. Just quick paced, it's frenetic.
It's Top Gun-esque.
It is Top Gun-esque, yeah. And obviously, man, it fits seamlessly into this trailer, man. You don't feel like it's place. This is the moment.
This is it. Now we're getting into just,
in the trailer where I says he just looks mint.
Yeah.
He's just perfection in terms of
the character's name, John?
Vera, it may be. I'm not going to try and say that.
I know someone commented earlier in a trailer reaction about this, and I was wondering, is that the actual character's name?
Vera Ragavan. They'll shorten that to Vera, maybe. Vera.
Yeah. Well, you never know, As John gets confirmed on IMDb, that's his name,
That's some name.
Yeah.
Mina, Lena, Stronger, that's the sort of thing. Mina, Lena, Stronger. Dun, 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 dun,
this is the lyrics, isn't it?
This is the lyrics, yeah. You've got the sort of bassy drumming thing going on. But he's walking, he's got the axe. Look at the suit, man. Yeah. This suit is fucking mint. He is Mina, he's Lena, he's Stronger. This guy looks in better shape now than he did 20, 30 years ago.
Crazy, isn't it, when you think about it?
But listen, that's just the nature of life, man. As you get older, you do have to work a bit harder to keep it on.
He's a hard worker.
And he is a hard worker. But Stephen, man, that shot there, I feel like that's a lot of restraint from this guy.
I think he wants to throw that.
I mean, you see the people in the foreground, maybe the background, but it's his foreground, he's looking out to them. And he's got this sort of axe behind him. It looks like a fire axe, the one you take out of a wall.
Yeah.
Showing a lot of restraint. Can you feel the power, terror,
I think
fire?
Once you see his face in the frontal shot, John, you can see that he's very focused and determined here.
Yeah, and he's walking.
Yeah. He's obviously he's focused on one thing here.
Not missing a beat, Stephen. No backstepping. He's just going straight for the jugular.
Yeah.
But it's the everything about him. I've spoken about the posture. He's even letting some salt and pepper beard hair come in. Doesn't detract for the guy.
Oh.
He looks youthful as hell. He could get rid of that beard and look maybe in his 30s.
It shows his experience, John, as well. Character-wise, I'm talking about. I'm not talking just about the actor here. I'm talking about the character. And we do establish later on that he can fly planes. So
he can.
He's obviously a top military man.
Yes, and you hear that at one point. I'm not a politician. I'm a soldier.
Soldier, yeah.
But Stephen, the wide shot of him walking down here, man, absolutely perfectly framed again. Just epic looking. He looks every bit an action hero.
Yeah.
I keep saying it, but he does.
Yep.
And it's just a lovely tracking shot of him just walking down. You get the sort of title thing. Can you feel the power? Thalapathy Vijay. That font's fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd love to get my hands on that. I was desperate to recreate the logo for the sort of reaction really on the logo, thumbnail, but I could not find the font.
John, talking about the logo, there is a moment in this trailer that I love. It involves the lettering, 1 by 1.
Oh yeah,
it's an amazing.
He's shooting right at the camera.
Yeah,
Steve, this is why the more iconic moments of the trailer for me as
you
well.
Considered this for the thumbnail, didn't you?
I was going to make that the thumbnail,
Yeah.
but just the way we do our thumbnails, it was hard to get them in.
Yeah.
But the sort of crescent half, now you see him, now you don't, shot of him, he's kind of peeking round. He's like a fucking ghost.
Peaky
a
Blinders.
shadow in the night.
Yeah.
Very cool. But, okay, guys, please react to Swastiks and Cat trailer. Don't worry about subs. The video has inbuilt subtitles. It's World War II mystery thriller. Listen, man, right up my street. I'm a huge World War II, strange to say, fan. Obsessive.
Yeah.
I love it. I've read multiple books on it, watched multiple movies, foreign language movies, Danish, German, everything. So that sounds right up my street, man. I'll have a look at it.
Yeah.
Strangely, I know there was an Indian legion of the Wehrmacht, is that what you call it, the Wehrmacht, which was not surprising the way the British treated that country over the years. People look at it now and say, what? Absolutely, because the British were terrible to them and they wanted freedom from them. Quite rightly so, but let I digress. We'll not go there. That's a slippery slope. It really is. But Stephen, a fantastic shot of this. This guy, we get back, you cut back, he's just continuing to walk down this mall, sort of, don't know if it's an upper level, mid level, it doesn't really matter.
John, I don't
think... Is this a tyre coming out?
I didn't know what it was, to be honest with you. It happened so quickly and it was like a blur. I wasn't really sure. I'm
not entirely sure what that is either, but Stephen, shit is happening in this mall.
Yeah. Well, a KFC.
Yes. You can't eat us.
Yeah.
I love KFC. You know my thoughts on that, Steve.
Now, this is an interesting shot, John, because it looks like more hostages in another room.
It looks like he's potentially in there, and we know afterwards he does the sort of killing in front of everyone.
He's got blood in his shirt as well at this point, so he's done a bit of action at this point. Yeah. So I'm wondering if he's restraint. At some point, they've actually managed to get him down and put him in a room with the other hostages.
Possible, yeah. Possible. It'd be a big mistake to do that, though, because he will inevitably come back and make them pay. But Stephen, again, it's a common theme throughout this breakdown of this trailer. The framing of the shot, man. I'm a huge cinematography fan. Yeah. I love, man, this sort of stuff. Your Hoyt van Hoytemas, your Roger Deakins guys like that over here. This is cinematography porn to me. Yeah, you look at the way they're framing the shots, man, it's just fucking top tier.
The lighting and everything, John.
The lighting. Yeah. I always say it's very difficult. You've seen cinematographers, I've fucking spoke about it at length, how hard it is to naturally light darkened scenes.
Darkened scenes, yeah.
It's a dark scene. There's one light.
Looking light.
But it's the symbolism of it, Stephen.
Yeah.
It's a dark room. These people are looking at him.
Yep.
He's standing front and centre. He's their only fucking hope. It's like a messiah figure. The light is shining on him. He's the guy that's going to save the day.
Listen to John. He knows what he's talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about, man. I really do. But it's fucking
a great shot.
Really lovely.
Kind of back, the camera
there's lots of tracking shots in this trailer. Both tracking with him, tracking away from him. And Steve, man, you got one of the best sort of tracking moments I've seen in Indian sort of projects would be your moment at the end of... I'm blanking on the name. Why am I blanking on the name? Fucking just read it. Mirzapur. Season 1.
Oh,
the wedding when it moves back.
Yeah.
It's just tremendous. Yeah. I love it. I love that, all that stuff.
We're back with Brian.
In it. But back with Bryan Cranston, Steve. And this is something that's interesting thing about the trailer. You're sort of sweeping back and forth from the hero to the antagonist to the protagonist, back and forth. And seeing that they're still on the move whilst he's doing his thing. They're not staying still. They're obviously determined to get something out of this mall. There must be something of importance to them in here. They wouldn't be there otherwise. I just thought the way they structured it on a narrative level, I thought the trailer was very, very interesting.
It was, yeah.
You're seeing both sides of the coin, morally, whatever. And then this is the fucking shotgun, Stephen, that we got in the motion poster. It's got a scope on it.
He's got more blood in his shirt here as well.
He has, yeah.
So I'm guessing we're probably best part of halfway through the film at this scene, I think.
Well, I mean, it just depends if it's all going to take place in this mall. Is this still in the mall? We know this is one part of the movie.
John, would it bother you that if it was all
in the mall? No, because I'm a huge fan of Die Hard, Stephen. I came late to the party with Die Hard.
Nakatomi, yeah.
But it all took place in a tower. The second one took place in an airport.
Yeah.
The third one was a little bit more all over the place, but it was essentially underground car park and a bank and sort of moving vehicles.
Yeah, Central Park as well.
These movies don't need to take place.
Yeah. Sometimes I think it's better, when they're contained.
Yeah.
And they've not got a lot of room to play about, and and they've got to utilise their surroundings. like John McLean did. He had to get through the air ducts.
Especially if you're getting an Alan Rickman or a Jeremy Irons or a William Sadler.
Sometimes it adds to the tension, doesn't it, if they're in close proximity as well.
And they're close but not close enough.
Yeah.
They're being taunted. They're kind of getting under each other's skin.
Cat and mouse,
So it wouldn't bother me, but I don't know if that's what they're doing, because all the talk was it was going to be
location, yeah.
Yeah, he was getting chased, or he was chasing.
But that
all
could
over
be
the
like
place.
those scenes we're seeing with the jets. You know, they might have been filmed in, I don't know where they would have been, if it would have been maybe Eastern Europe or whatever, I don't know.
I would just love to know if Thalapathy actually went out in a jet, because we know that Tom Cruise also done it for Top Gun, and he had someone flying the jet below him, clearly, with the camera set up, focusing on him. That'd be interesting. He strikes me as a guy who would be well up for it. Like a Tom Cruise, he'd do everything. He'd get in a motorbike.
He's 100% committed, doesn't he? So what he's allowed to do, I think he would do.
Yeah, and staying. Look, I mean, again, there's carnage here.
Yeah.
It's a high stakes situation. Blood splattered all over the place.
Not really sure where this is taking place, this bit, because it's very darkened and it doesn't look like a mall to me.
No, it might not. But staying, you get the confirmation it's an Annie Rudd musical.
You mentioned this.
I mentioned that the guy's just got to such a standing. Certainly in Indian cinema, I'd love to see this guy come over to Western cinema and do some work for big Hollywood movies, because he's got the touch. If you know your stuff and you can sort of deconstruct a scene emotionally or just whatever and put music into it that just fits beat by beat, that's something that's innate. It's not something you learn. So this guy's clearly got the touch as a composer. He's a maestro. He's got to the stage where it's just an Annie Rudd musical now. It's not even fucking soundtracks. It's a musical experience with this guy. And you get that with the first two singles. You get that with the soundtrack and this sort of core thing. Meaner, leaner, stronger thing that's an undercurrent throughout this action. But Steve, man, I mean, there's some lovely, again, you're talking about, I mean, I don't know if I'm pausing it at the wrong moment I'm maybe making artistic stuff going here. But obviously, the darker it gets, the less chance there is we're going to see it here because of the lights. It's just the focusing thing, on here. It's very, very cool. And then this is the moment I was talking about.
Yeah.
Where he kicks the fucking shit out of these guys in front of all the hostages. Obviously, he's been sat down with the rest of them. He's thought, fuck it, I'm not taking any more.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up and I'm going to do these bitches. And he does it. And he does it very well. This guy's already down. He's dealt with him.
That's Pooja, I think.
Yeah, Pooja.
Over on the left,
Pooja takes a back seat in this. I think it cuts to her at one moment.
Yeah, it gives him a kind of look, as if, fuck you.
But again, look at the fucking get up, man. The shirt's just perfectly tailored. Look at the shoes, high shine, perfect fucking break over the shoes.
John, I've got to say, that still it captures the sort of extras perfectly there. Where you're getting a few of them, looking pretty shocked in the front row, but there's a lot of admirers in there as well, looking on, going, I'm getting to see Thalapathy Vijay in action very close up.
Could you imagine actually sitting and watching how this movie gets put together? Because we've seen the likes of Triple R, KGF, the behind the scenes of how they Tala Rajiv's one, Valamai.
I wouldn't mind being a hostage in that situation.
Yeah, you get to watch it. If you've got a guy like that there, but if you haven't,
I mean the production side of it.
The production,
just
it'd be cool
to be an extra. Very lucky.
Free food. You get to sit and watch Thalapathy taking somebody apart.
Yeah.
But Steve, it was a great moment. You talk about choreography.
This is the gore, isn't it?
It is, Steve, you mentioned it, man. They do not shy away from the gore.
No.
In this movie, very body.
Yep.
Graphic. He's stabbing a knife right into his back, into his neck region. And you see the blood spotting up. You can see it there. It spots up. It is fucking graphic. So that's fine. Part of the course for me. I love a good bit of gore.
This guy's got the knife in his back of his head.
He's got it in the back.
Yeah, it's not coming out.
Maybe, I think that's maybe the shoulder shot. And also they're fighting over this. Yeah. But it's just, again, man, there's so much going on there. You get back. He's got him with the balls here.
Yep.
This guy's getting choked the fuck out or something.
The lady's seen it all. Look, she's absolutely shocked.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This guy's like, what the fuck have I got myself into? I was dragged out. You could do some shopping with my wife, get her some creams and his mistress. And now I'm fucking getting embroiled in this. What is going on? Lots of leg getting shown as well, which is interesting.
Okay, probably just to hate the camera.
But Stephen, look, man, he's stabbing him, and I think this is always interesting. You speak about this guy being wizened and being experienced as a soldier.
Yeah,
these people are wearing tactical vests.
Yep.
To protect themselves. He knows the exact point to put the blade in. So again, it's just a hint that he is one of the best. He's one of the most experienced people, and they've picked the wrong fucking day to go to this mall. They couldn't have picked a worse time. You see the blood along the floor. It's great filming, man. It's top down, you're looking up at him. He's front and centre again. It's just fucking great. It really is. There's Pooja Hedge again.
Yeah.
The looks of it. This guy here is fucking mental looking. His haircut is just incredible.
Yeah,
he's rocking the vest. Just loving all the get-ups. I was just admiring that. But first and foremost, admiring this guy. And again, look at him, man. Just looking at it. And then we get the shot of Pooja. Always nice to see Pooja. Yeah. As good looking as this guy is, she is undoubtedly better looking. There's no doubt. I think it says she's a year younger than me as well.
She is, yeah.
Looking fucking good for 32, Pooja. Probably 31 coming up for 32. Looking very, very good indeed. But he's fucking man. Let's be honest, he's the man. And there we get Yogi. Where is he? Fucking show me Yogi. Is it this way?
That's it.
Show me Yogi.
There he is.
There he is there. There is Yogi.
This is a man we've seen about 5 or 6 times throughout our journey, John. Not just in Thalapathy Vijay movies, other movies as well. And more often than not, he's in there for the comedic value or a bit of relief from the sort of tension side of a scene or something like that.
You can imagine this scene.
Yeah.
They're sitting down. We've got a hostage situation. These armed men are in front of them. Some people would be scared. You can just imagine the dialect between these two. He will be saying something funny. You can be guaranteed.
I hope so, yeah.
You can be guaranteed there'll be some wisecrack from Yogi in this scene. I guarantee it, man. We watched one, I think it was Master. What was it, Master? I think it was. Pretty sure it was. It was the sort of, it may have been Sarka. I watched one of the sort of pre-audio release things, the big celebration they have. And they've got a great rapport. They love each other. Yeah. And he was doing a little bit on him, speaking about him, got him up on the stage. So this guy is established. He's almost
an icon,
like,
John. Yeah.
He's almost like the fucking Adam Sandler crew, where they get these people
in.
They
John,
can trust
you said
them.
it yourself. Josh Gad. Yeah.
Josh Gad, he's the Josh Gad of India. Great actor, great comedic presence, and can be relied upon.
Yeah, and very familiar face as well.
You're scared, and he's looking at him. It'll get even worse hereafter. And look at Stephen, just look at the sort of back and forth, man. I hope this isn't all we get in this scene, by the way. I want to see more of Yogi. Yeah. He's always a great presence.
Normally, what we've seen so far, he's very brief, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I mean, he obviously, they not assault him in Sarka or something like that. Yogi tried to do something to him, didn't he?
Yeah,
and they ended up getting the song and dance number on the beach afterwards, and they ended up getting drunk together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's just the look in the eyes are this way, that way, looking at him. It's about to get worse. How do you mean? Just fucking watch me.
Now, this looks like something that may be high security, John.
Yeah,
it looks like a lot of I don't know.
Maybe maybe networking or something like that.
It looks like it looks like servers or something like that are in there. Or
Take me back to hackers, man, back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Steve?
Yep.
But there you go, man. Those who confront him in vain have to accept only defeat again. It rhymes. Love it.
Doors there for shields.
Yep, that was a great moment, man. Yeah, because they're firing at him, he brings it together.
Yep.
And you see him sort of close it off.
Like
you get to look at his face.
Yeah.
Again, he's got this shotgun. Because we thought it was a sniper rifle.
This might be the gun we see in the poster, John.
It is, yeah. I think he's got a scope on it.
Yep.
Which is interesting.
Yep. I remember someone commenting on that because I never noticed the scope at first. I don't know why.
But scope, man, you're usually using that to look down. If you've got a shotgun, it's usually close quarters. This guy wants to be so accurate that he's taking a fucking head off it. I love it. But there you go, man. You talk about that moment, the two doors. Yeah. It actually puts me in mind of another movie. I'm trying to think of what movie it was. It was the one we watched. It was a similar concept with doors being brought together. I can't remember. But it was something like that anyway. But yeah, I mean, look, you see the fear in this guy. Accept only defeat again. They're looking into the face of the devil here.
Yeah.
And you've got the fire extinguisher. He's maybe even shot it to take them out and blind them. Love that. I've seen that in All of Us Are Dead a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
It's always a nice way again to show his tactical prowess. He can take control of the situation, sometimes without even fucking directly shooting them.
Yeah.
But again, man, it's just overall just a great trailer for me, Stephen. I mean, 2 minutes and 56 seconds long. I felt, and again, you see the gravity of the situation here. They've got hostages.
That's your man again.
Yep. Director of Thalapathy.
Yeah.
Nearly 3 minutes long, Steve. Never at any point did we feel it was overly long. We've had to wait quite a while for this trailer. It's only 2 weeks out. 10 days away, this movie?
Yeah, 10 days.
10 days away. So you're just grabbing on to anything you can get here in terms of
that scene in the back, John, it's very subtle. Although it's like sort of front and centre, it's blurred out. You're focusing on the actors and the dialogue at this point, but you can see how the stakes are high.
Yeah, I mean, but Stephen, what I took for that was, sir, if you use such threats on him, then he'll kill your wife and daughter. I thought he was talking about Thalapathy's character.
Yeah, we laughed at that, but yeah.
Because it's like, don't push him.
Yep.
You think they're bad?
Well,
he's even fucking worse.
Yeah.
He'll kill them.
Yeah.
And that's, Stephen, you speak about comedic levity in these movies. You need that. You can't have it being too dark, depressive. It's a thriller movie as it is. There's lots of secret going to be happening. You need to have some levity in there. And you'll get that with Yogi Babu. You'll get that with Thalapathy. You've seen it. He's a great physical actor. The way he can use his facial expressions and stuff. So he's not even involved in this scene and we're laughing at the potential what he'll do.
Yes,
and
next chap, John. This chap here, is this chap here? Lilliput.
I'm not sure, Stephen. I am not sure, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure myself, John. Because it's very, the actual cast that's on IMDb.
Quite small.
It's very small, yeah.
You may find that they've not got the entire, all the names put to faces yet,
yeah.
Stephen.
And you've got a lot of ones that have not got photographs as well, which doesn't help.
I think myself, he's maybe just a small player. He's like a sort of fawn in the side.
Kind of attire, John, in Miserpour.
Yeah, JP.
The little guy.
I'm thinking of JP, the politician, but you're thinking about Dada. Daddy or something.
Yeah, the little guy with the two twin brothers.
Yeah.
It's that same kind of...
It's a sort of, I think it's like a formal piece of wear. JP, the politicians were wearing it, yeah. He's maybe this is maybe why they're calling in the army. It's maybe
it's a
his family have been involved in it.
I think this is how that line's in there, John, about I'm not a politician. I think perhaps maybe he's interacting at some point with these people. And he's saying, I'm not interested in the politics. I'm here to solve the situation, I'm a soldier.
And you like that? You like to see that level of grit again. We've got this scene, it's cleared now.
Yeah, we're down at ground level now. We're not looking down.
Yeah, and there's got to be symbolism in that as well.
Yeah.
Some of the shots we've got. And this is the moment.
The Mini.
One of the standout moments in the trailer for me.
Yeah.
We've got a Mini fucking Cooper in there, sport.
It looks like it's going into the elevator.
Yeah, it is. I don't know how the fuck they managed it.
It's a big elevator.
It's maybe a show model. It's been in the mall and they've jumped in it and used it.
How many times have you done that yourself, John? You saw a show model of a Mini in a Buchanan Galleries here in Glasgow. Do it all the time, and I always want to jump in.
Yeah.
Especially drive on the ground of a mall because it's nice and smooth.
It is, yeah. Could you imagine zipping about? It's like the Italian job.
Yeah. Mario Kart.
Yes. But Stephen, it's a brilliant shot again.
Yeah,
you
it's convertible as well, John. Wow.
It is convertible.
Yellow.
But you need the convertible if you're in India. But to be fair, you've got a lot more sunshine over there. If we'd done that over here, we'd have to replace it every year.
Place everything inside as well.
Fucking rain we get.
Yeah.
He's a freaking beast. I'd prefer he's a fucking beast, but
beast.
He's a beast. Yeah, that's the title right there.
Yep.
Beast. He is a beast. A man not to be trifled with. And we go back. We've got more and more shots. We've got this stuff again. We see the eye. And Jurgen Ford, he's looking through vents. He's in the shadow again. He's lit. Yeah. He's the hope.
You've got to appreciate that though, John. The production of this trailer and how it's been put together.
And this is a shot I used for the thumbnail tonight because I loved it. I loved how close it was. I loved the level of detail. I loved the splatter of blood. I loved that interior and that Mini.
I wonder who these people... Do you think they were just trying out the car and they've just been sort of caught in the hop?
Maybe.
We're just trying the seats out. They were in it with this guy.
I want to see him driving this car to see how he does.
I think he is, isn't he? Yeah.
It's a very good car, but is he in an elevator? Is he going to actually drive it out in the world? And again, Steve, you've got some interesting stuff. This is almost fucking...
This is ground level looking up.
Yeah, it's like perspective of a mice or a mouse looking up, man. It's so low down, it's incredible.
Our multicoloured mirrors on his hobnail boots.
Yep, yes. Yeah. Yes, that's a great quote from one John Winston, when.
Yeah.
I'm a soldier, I'm not a politician. Yeah. What a line, delivered perfectly as you expect from Thalapathy. Again, you look at the grey in the beard, just perfectly fucking manicured beard.
Looking very focused, yeah.
Looking very focused. Stephen, you've got to be when you're driving the cars because they are...
This is the best bit for me.
It is the best bit, man. You're seeing him shooting directly at the camera.
Outstanding.
And you've got a life jacket thing, a ring behind him, it looks like, potentially. And you're getting the title stuff coming up of the actual logo, and it's a great logo, man.
That is, it's fantastic.
I actually did recreate the logo with React, but it just wasn't working in the thumbnail. But Stephen, man, it's a fitting conclusion to the end of this trailer.
Yeah,
you're seeing the actual thing light up, and then we get this moment, the confirmation that he is indeed flying a jet.
Yeah.
Short sleeved shotgun on, he's cut and bruised. Stephen, that may allude to the fact that this is in fact going to be taking place in the present and not a flashback as I suggested. I didn't even pick up when he was flying at the time. I was that surprised to see him in a jet that he was cut and bruised. It may be that they go on the run and he decides, fuck it, I'm jumping in this jet, I know how to fly it anyway.
Well,
why
say, John,
not?
That he was going to be a sort of anti-hero on the run, So whatever happens in the mall could trigger that. You're absolutely right, and that could be where the globetrotting does kick in.
Well, I mean, you say that, Stephen. It's interesting. They say launch, but the very final shot of this, and I says in our reaction, is that him?
Yeah.
They're firing missiles from both sides, I believe.
Yeah, well, there's 3 planes going that way, and there's, I think, maybe 3 or 4 going that way.
But
so
they're
not
firing
really sure.
at that jet in the middle, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
So that may be telepathy. So he may be on the run.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting thing. But again, man, that's just a great
sticky
shot.
situation to get into.
A sticky situation indeed, Steve. But look, man, overall, I thought it was a fantastic trailer.
It was, John. Yeah.
I really did. You had to wait a good bit of time, man. This movie's been in production. It has had issues with COVID.
Yep.
Obviously, members of the crew, I think, have come down with it. Telepathy wanted to protect them as much as possible. They were supposed to be going up to North India to shoot stuff. He said nope, he put the kibosh on it. They stayed down in Chennai. I think they built huge sets in one of the film studios down there.
I'll have to say though, John, that
over
the last 12 months since we watched Master, we were very fortunate because I think we were introduced to Master maybe about a month before its release, so we didn't really get to enjoy the full build up of this. But over the last 12 months we've covered this on our movie news show. We've done the trailer reaction, we've done the poster, we've done the title reveal, everything that's sort of led up to this moment. We're only 10 days away now from the film's release. I've really enjoyed that. I'm going to miss that part of the sort of build up to it, but I'm now in that frame of mind. This trailer gave me everything that I wanted and everything I needed. I said that on Saturday on the trailer reaction, and it's got to the point now I don't really need any more promotion on this film now. I'm ready to get in at a theatre for the very first time for us movie burners to sit in a theatre and watch Indian cinema.
Well, we might see Triple R before.
Well, we might see it before it, John.
It might be a secondary experience. And KGF comes out after, of course. So this could be a busy couple of weeks in terms of...
I think it will be, John, for reviews.
Reviews. We could be reviewing all of them in the space of a week.
Yeah. Not a bad thing.
It's not. No, listen. It's great. It's been a while since we've actually watched an Indian movie. Period.
It's been a while since we did a
movie
review as well.
It was
the Batman was it was
Beam,
just before Christmas. That
was a great movie.
Fantastic.
In terms of the year. But Stephen, look, you're 10 days out. I agree with you. I don't think we need much more in terms of promotion. I think you've handled it brilliantly. You had the motion poster come out, or just the poster. It wasn't even a motion poster. Just snippets here and there. Obviously, the first single comes out, the promo for the first single, the single comes out, second single comes out. Now we get the trailer. Just a real masterclass in how to promote a movie. But again, I've said it time and again, Telepathy's in the movie. He kind of promotes it himself. He's got a huge fan base worldwide.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're always going to be there no matter what. You don't really have to promote the movie. You just say Telepathy, boom, that's it.
John, this film could have went with the actual working title of Thalapathy 65, and it still would have pulled the numbers in.
It would have.
It's a great, don't get me wrong, Beast is a great title.
It's short and succinct, and it sort of falls in the path of ones we've seen. Mercil,
Master,
Sarkar, Master,
Tepaki.
They're all kind of short, sweet. Tiramalai. Try to think other ones. The one with the football. We've not actually watched Biggle. They're all sort of short and sweet. They don't really make hard work of it, if you like, man. Gives multi sort of, obviously the 1990s romantic ones are fucking mental. Crazy long. I mind you nearly had a stroke trying to say it, Stephen.
Yeah.
But it's a succinct little name. It's perfect. It fits the character. What more do you want, man? And it's some great font getting used in terms of the actual logo as well. Hello, Mike. Mike is over in Twitch. I didn't realise you were on Twitch, Mike. Thank you very much for coming in, though. We do appreciate it. It is the same Mike, isn't it? Mike Porter. Pretty sure it's the same on Twitch. Hello, Mike. We need to get more people over on Twitch, man. We're dying over there. It's just, it's a tough nut to crack.
It's a tough crowd, yeah.
Very tough. It's really... There's a word for it, and I'm blanking on the word.
It's predominantly gamers, John, to be fair.
No, but there's an actual word in terms of giving to your family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Helping them out, giving them a leg up. What's that word? Why am I blanking on it? Terrible.
Nepotism.
It's very nepotistic. Twitch. You need to know people. You need to know big streamers and then cannibalise their communities.
Yeah.
And stay the fuck off the platform while they're on. That's how you get ahead.
Very much a Scottish Twitch shop anyway. In Scotland.
Oh, it is indeed. You never know where I will show up. Well, Mike, I'm the same, to be fair. So, you're a man off my own heart, as we like to say in Scotland. For the rest of the world, a man off my own heart. But look, man,
John, before we do,
yes.
Mike, just to let you know, we will be doing a discussion with our good friend Sin's Corner when Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness kicks off. So I know you're a big Marvel fan, so we will be doing that next month.
I'm intrigued, Mike. Have you seen Morbius? Because we were actually supposed to be doing a review of Morbius, but we've been kind of put off. Stephen's been unwell as well.
Yeah, I couldn't make it to the cinema this weekend, John.
So it's a tough one, but I've heard it's not amazing. And Sin has not gave it good reviews either. So
yeah,
like,
she was looking forward to it, yeah.
Sin, you're killing us. Fucking, you're meant to be selling this movie to me so I can come on your channel and speak about it. Seeing you destroy it, Sin.
One thing about Sin, she's very honest.
Yes, very honest, to be fair. Very, very honest. And I like that in a person. As you know, I'm the most honest person out there, Stephen. So much so I get called arrogant, I get called all these things. Morbius was mediocre. Well, that's why I'm going to stay away from it, Mike. I've not got enough time in the day to watch things I want to watch, let alone watch mediocre films. So let's hope that Sam Raimi has pulled something out of the bag with Multiverse of Madness. I'm fucking worried about Multiverse of Madness. But you know what? You can come back here this time tomorrow to find out why I am worried.
Oh, that's a good teaser,
about
John.
Multiverse of Madness. I am concerned about Multiverse of Madness, man.
And you can find out.
You can find out why tomorrow. But look, let's go round it up, man.
Yes,
let's go round it up. The breakdown, our in-depth discussion of Thalapathy Beasts trailer. It was a 3-minute trailer. We managed to make that an hour. That is impressive. Now, anybody out there who wants to come at us and say we're for view grabbing, just get the hat off, man. Get the bald head out. Wants to come at us and say we're all about view grabbing, come into this fucking channel and watch this video and tell us we're about view grabbing. We have dedicated a fucking hour speaking.
It doesn't feel like it though, John.
About a 3-minute trailer. It doesn't, Stephen, because when we're speaking about this guy, we get lost. We've got a fun passion for his back catalogue. We love watching his movies. You can't come in and tell us what's all about view grabbing, man. We are fucking passionate about everything we do. If we weren't, we wouldn't be doing it. Plain and simple. No amount of views in the world.
I'm away to bed.
Steve's away to bed. But look, man, that's good. Shawnee quit make Spider-Man characters about Spider-Man, your movie. Exactly, Mike. But I'll get into that tomorrow. I'm absolutely certain. Should it be dead and buried? Well, Miles Morales may change my mind. But I digress, man. What's your thoughts on that Beast trailer? What is your thoughts on Thalapathy Vijay? What's your thoughts on Pooja Hedge? Chaco Tom? Shine Tom? We can never get his name right.
Tom Chaco.
Shine Tom Chaco. Can never get his name right.
Yogi Babu.
You can comment below if you have anything to say about that. Anything at all you can share down below in the comment section. You can also like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications on YouTube. Hit the follow button over on Twitch to see us over there as well for notifications. Very moment that we drop a stream on this fucking platform. On any platform on this channel is what I meant to say. That's how you enable your eyeballs to see it. Regardless of what you do though, thank you once again for watching, and until the next time, we are done. Bye bye guys. Thank you very much to Shubhajyoti Som for commenting, D searching now, and Mike. Thank you very much guys. We appreciate it tremendously.